Alright, guys, welcome back. Guys and gals, I suppose. Could be some ladies watching this, who knows. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5. This should be the final episode, as we have just defeated the Robot Masters rematch stages, as well as the Wily Press, which is the official name, I believe, of the enemy that comes after them. So now we just have to deal with the final stage, which is traditionally in these games a non-stage, which you just have to fight Dr. Wily at the end of. I guess Mega Man 1 had an actual stage before you fought Dr. Wily. But all the other Mega Mans have just been like, okay, final boss. Maybe we'll give you an enemy that you can... Oh, well, yeah, an enemy that you can lose some health against. He's just charging right forward, too. It's just gonna let me waste a whole lot of health. Fine, you know what? Fine. I'm just gonna lose a life against the first form. Whatever, I don't even care. Or just use an E-Tank now. Yeah, but weirdly, this enemy is weak against Super Arrow, I remember. Which works a lot like Mega Man's Buster, except you don't have to charge it. Its shots travel in weird patterns that are hard to dodge, which is why I'm looking so artless here. But again, I've just got so many friggin' E-Tanks, who cares? I think this really is it for him, too. Yeah, this is the final form. Final form of Dr. Wily, once again weak against beat weapon, just as in the last game. A little harder to avoid his shots here when he gets up close. And again, I just got so many freaking E-Tanks, so I'm not feeling the slightest bit of shame about just using them, because that's what they're there for. Especially if it's going to appear like that. That's kind of cheap. That would be like, yeah, game over in a normal run where you don't have 800 E-Tanks saved up. I'm actually using them all. Oh my god, this is sad, GG. But even if I should somehow lose my beat ammo, I've got an M tank saved up, which, as I pointed out earlier in the series, gives you your life back. It's like an E-tank, but it gives you your life back. Which is, of course, what E-tanks do. Now, they beat this enemy design to death. Like, by the time of Mega Man 7's Wily Capsule was really difficult. But, this one, I'm not doing it particularly great, or I'm just kind of doing my thing. Oh my god, JG. You know what? We've been sitting on it this whole game. Let's use the M-Tank. Now we've got Power Stone that we can use against him. S-Arrow, we've got all the options. It's great. But no, I wasn't being very skillful in dodging its attacks. Sometimes its attacks are quite easy to dodge when it's far away from you. Other time, when it appears on top of you, there's really not that much you can do. But we got him. He seems to say. So yeah, I took advantage of the plentiful power-ups in the game. Wasn't my most skilled run of any game ever, but this is not one that I used to own and had a chance to practice back in the day. A lot better at Mega Man 2 than I am at this. We rescued Dr. Light, now everyone's in a panic. Dude, why are we okay now? This would have killed us in the regular stage. And Proto Man, why didn't you come help us out a little earlier, man? Why didn't you help us out before Wily escaped? You know how many Mega Man games we could have avoided if we captured him here? None, because I believe he gets captured in the next game and still comes back 800 times. And that's it. That's your ending. I mean, Jesus. You want to talk about them not really caring that much? That was a weak ending by the standards of the Mega Man Classic series, which is not known for its great endings. I liked the ending of Mega Man 3, where they kind of ran you through the different robots that Dr. Light had created, including Proto Man. I don't remember the ending of Mega Man 4, but even Mega Man 1 and 2 had him, like, running along home, like the different seasons passing and stuff. This game is just like, Dr. Wily escapes. Game over. I mean, we got the credits, so at least we know we won. Dr. Wily number 37, Starman. Designer, who cares? No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't insult Takumi Sugusa like that. But yeah, I mean, you've got like, okay, here's a combat robot, I can respect that, but you've also got a robot who is a star, and another robot who is a train. So, the idea is they're running a little short on ideas at this point. Hey, it's Hiro Matsuda. It's actually not Hiro Matsuda at all. Never mind. I'm just looking for people who have names that are clans from Nobunaga's Ambition, so I can claim that they are... it's Usugi. That's almost Usugi. Hey, it's Koji Piston Honda. Higashiona. That's a long name. That is a long name. I don't know why these credits don't do it for me as much as previous credits sequences in the series did. Maybe I'm being super... Oh, it's cutie Mikihiro Suzuki. Maybe it's the little horizontal beam that credits were appearing on there was, like, strange to me for some reason. It looks like it was actually supposed to be a construct built of some kind of material rather than just, you know, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But hey, Mickey, Bamboo, Ryo, and Mario were all part of this game, folks. And it was presented by Beat/Capcom. Yes, this is seriously, this is the laziest ending in the Mega Man series. And the Mega Man series, again, not renowned for its incredibly involved and captivating ending scenes. So, oh. So how do I get out of the screen now? Is this... Oh, boy, I hit rewind there. I guess this is... Not only is it like the laziest Mega Man ending ever, but it's the whole you can't do anything until you press start and turn off your console thing, too. So that's kind of disappointing. I don't think if we were to wait this out... There's no fast forward. I don't think if we were to wait this out, we're going to get some kind of, like, secret ending where, like, Dr. Wily receives a phone call from, like, Revolver Ocelot, and we find out that Wily is the president. So that being the case, let's just return to the menu. So hopefully I got a little credit here. Let's see. I noticed earlier... No, I didn't mean that. I meant return to... That's reset game. I want to quit. Here we go. So I do have a little gold helmet. For some reason, it didn't register me beating Mega Man 2. But it did register me beating Mega Man 5, so we can go to the database here. And find out about Apache Joe, one of my least favorite enemies in this game. A mecha piloted by an elite Joe that taught itself to fly aircraft. Cool, the fact that there's several of them means there's lots of Joes that just independently decided to learn how to fly aircraft. However, the Joe is still a novice pilot. When it emerges, take it down fast. Good suggestion. And it's weak against Mega Buster and Beat. Irukan, this ocean surveillance robot, was modified to attack Mega Man. Try to learn the timing of its attacks. I do not even remember... I guess they jumped at you during Wave Man stage and your, like, hydrofoil section, whatever. October OA. Dr. Wily modified this water quality monitoring robot. The core in its head is its weak point. Camon, production of this robot began in the prototype stage, as it does with all robots. But it was used anyway. It just travels in a straight path, making it a pretty low-level enemy. Okay. Geary. It is weak against Mega Buster and Beat. Bullshit! You can't defeat it with Mega Buster. I doubt it's weak against Beat either. You're lying, game. You're lying. A mecha equipped with an anti-gravity unit. It can actually be destroyed by a certain weapon. But not the weapons that you've listed here. Actually, I'm not even sure. Because sometimes it has a picture of Mega Man and Beat, and then it has a picture of Mega Man and it looks like a regular shot. So I don't think I'm even reading those correctly. So it can be destroyed by a certain... That's probably like napalm weapon or something. Who cares? Graviton. A gravity-surveying mecha filled with robot-destroying liquid. Destroy it with a charge shot. Well, in what way is it filled with liquid? Crystal Joe. A mecha made from crystals by Dr. Wily. Attack it after it fires off a crystal. Although the crystal will block your shots. Coker Q. An overhead attack mecha developed after Rembakun. Okay, we all know about Rembakun, right? Maybe not. It will readily stall its own engines and drop down. Coco, made from a stolen robot that used to be a children's toy. So Dr. Wily's been going around stealing children's toys and turning... He really is an asshole, isn't he? It's like the Grinch meets frickin'... I was gonna say some villain who's known for building evil robots, but I guess that would be Dr. Wily, wouldn't it? I guess it could be the Grinch meets the guy from the Black Hole, but none of you guys remember the Black Hole. It's a given that its head is the weak point, right? Yeah, that's pretty apparent. Jet Bomb, a flying mecha that's basically an engine strapped to a bomb. The slightest touch will cause it to explode. Watch out for that explosion. Good advice. New shield attacker. New, improved, and more annoying than ever with its ground search system. It's useless to attack it from the front. I don't remember this enemy being different in this game from other games, but apparently it is even more annoying than ever. Susie G. She's like Susie Q, but earlier in the alphabet. The good old Susie from long ago has been given a gravity apparatus. Despite the improvements, though, it can't flip gravity itself. Okay. Space Metal. Its new engines have enabled it to fly through the air while simultaneously rendering it unable to fire off shots. Attack it when it stops moving. Subile, a mecha that was stolen and modified by Dr. Wily. Was this a children's toy? It can be quite troublesome if you don't attack and defeat it from afar. They actually can be kind of annoying. They really swarm you if you're not paying attention. Sumatran, a mecha that efficiently and viciously takes out intruders. It's extremely powerful, so take it out before it takes you out. Other enemies are not powerful, so you can afford to have them take you out before you do anything about them. Taban, a surveillance robot that, in a rare turn of events, was actually created by Dr. Wily himself. Wow, although it moves slowly, its shots are quick, so watch out. I find some of the background we get on these enemies to be fascinating, like Dr. Wily, like these are Dr. Wily's own creations. You wonder if he has a soft spot for these because he actually made them himself. Daideen, a foothold mechas used in bases. They don't have much energy, apparently. Getting on one and riding it causes it to spin around. Dakon, a walking piece of artillery made to attack Mega Man. Go figure. It's very expensive to produce, so not a lot of them were made. Its camera eye is its weak point. Tatapakon. Its shield guards it from attacks, but it's vulnerable to damage when it itself attacks. Get that charge shot ready and wait for the opening. The same as you do with like 90% of enemies in the Mega Man series. Twin cannon, an artillery piece with two kinds of attacks. It can fire a defensive shot to respond to incoming attacks. But it shouldn't be a problem if you keep using rapid fire. In other words, just shoot the damn thing. Techyun, a ball and chain mecha with an anti-gravity apparatus installed. You'll be fine if you avoid the spiked tip. Is that even a robot? It just seemed like it was just a ball and chain. A toss machine. Originally a pitching machine for baseball practice. Honestly, it's pretty weak. If you get defeated by it, no great shame. Tondial, an aerial piece of artillery. It's often positioned in tricky locations, but if you avoid its shots, it shouldn't give you much trouble. Yeah. As with most of these enemies, if you can avoid taking damage, you should be okay. Nobita, modified from a surveying robot. It's sturdy, but it has no outstanding attacks to speak of. Bounder, a guard robot for high-priority areas. It starts to attack when it detects an enemy presence. Fire back when it comes at you. Power Muscler. See, I thought these things were called something else. Like, I actually looked this up on a FAQ. And they were called, like... What the hell were they called? Something stupid. They're so stupid. Try to stay on the ground. Clomper Stomper. Some FAQ I saw called it a Clomper Stomper. Whatever. Power Muscler. Dr. Wily built this as an homage to a robot in a manga he read when he was young. It can't enter narrow passages, so attack it from a safe spot. It's got a lot of hit points, and it seems to be weak against... I guess that's supposed to be the napalm weapon. I don't really know what that symbol is. Bee Bitter. Made of a special alloy that can become extremely thin and then revert... Oh, pardon me, back to so safe. A shard shot can destroy it even when it's hiding. Herarian 427. Upon detecting intruders, it will give chase and explode. As long as you're careful, you'll see how weak it really is. V. A radar mech. Mecha that will report Mega Man's location to other mechas. You can just jump over it without attacking. Also, it's got like, it's got really 80s hair, but it turns out it's actually a lizard woman. I might be thinking of a different V. Vogene, a cleaning robot modified to shoot garbage at other things. Truly an annoying enemy if it is below you. Yeah, that one definitely killed me in a really annoying way late in the game. Pukapucker. It's always bounding about, so it often ends up attacking allies. Destroying the head will cause the body to explode. Pukapelli, a mecha that body slams intruders. It stops just before registering enemies, so use that chance to attack. Bomb Throne, a stronger version of Rock Throne. It throws bombs. Beat it before it gets the chance. Okay. Bombier, an aerial sediment-carrying robot modified to carry a bomb. Put up a burial and you'll be fine. A barrier, okay. So they're recommending you use Starman. Even though it, again, doesn't show that as being its weakness. Mosu Bile, a mecha used to search for Mega Man. It's small, so destroy it with a charge shot. It's small and weak, so make sure to use the most powerful possible attack. Missile. This missile is the possessed. A missile that hides in pits. Its engine was made rather cheaply, so it will fall back down soon after rising. Normally, it's best to just avoid them without attacking. Apparently, they can be defeated... Well, that's interesting. They can be defeated by Super Arrow. Metal K-1000. Oh, man, it's made of liquid metal. A freight-carrying vehicle driven by a metal. Naturally, it can only be damaged when the metal's face is visible. Even though you'd think the locomotive engine could be destroyed whether its face is visible or not. Metal Cannon, made from the modified base of a measuring device. Try to take it out with a jump shot and you'll take damage. Oh, so they're telling you not to do that with a jump shot, because if you do, you'll take damage. Got it. Metal Mommy. It was meant to deploy tiny metals, but they only actually emerge when the main body's destroyed. Destroyed from afar. Udon. This robot was originally supposed to move around while shooting guided missiles, but its development was cancelled halfway through, so it's completely immobile. The head is always the weak point with this sort of enemy, right? Well, it's not immobile, it waves its arms around. Rider Joe. Mechas used when taking over the Water Quality Control Bureau. Watch out when they come up from behind you. Rounder? Someone forgot to give this mecha attack capabilities, making it a little more than an annoyance. You don't even need to bother destroying it. This thing's existence is a sad joke. Lyric, the prototype of Pukapelli. Being a radar search type, it's rather slow. Take advantage of its low speed and beat it quickly. Rembakun, a robot developed after Bombier that attacks with multiple explosives. It's over its weight capacity, so it's in a hurry to drop those bombs. They do tend to expect you to remember enemies from previous games in these descriptions, don't they? Rolling Drill, a tunnel construction robot. It emerges at regular intervals, so stay on guard even after destroying one. Rock Throne. Okay, so we read about the follow-up to this before we got to it. A tunnel construction robot, you'll take damage even from the splintered bits of thrown rock. Darkman 1, a robot made to assassinate Mega Man. It's based on Darkman 2's design. In a strange turn of events, Darkman 1 is a ripoff of Darkman 2. I wonder what we'll find out about Darkman 3. Die, Darkman, die. The more damage it takes, the faster it gets. Darkman 2, the prototype of the Darkman series. It only uses an electromagnetic barrier without any other notable features. Find a way to deal with the barrier and you'll be fine. Darkman 3, the sniper mode Darkman. This one's lost the barrier but gained the ability to jump, gain some distance, and dodge the ring beam. Darkman 4, the strongest Darkman. This one impersonated Proto Man. Dodge its shots with short hops and you'll win the day! Or spam E-tanks and just generally suck and defeat it with a beat eventually. Big Pets. That's an interesting name. I wonder if Little Pets is a different... Remodeled from an amusement park guide robot. When the shutter is down over its eyes, which are its weak points, it won't take damage. I don't think I ever noticed that. But I'm disappointed that Little Pets, the things that I'm assuming it shoots out, aren't named. Circling Q9, a giant robot that protects itself with ring-like armor. You'll take damage if you try to chase it too far, so wait until it comes down from above before attacking. Wily Press, a mecha made because of the fact that Mega Man is vulnerable to attacks from above and below. Attack it when the hood comes off. It's not really that strong. And you're kind of terrible if it takes you as many tries to defeat it as it did me. Wily Machine 5, a machine that contains Dr. Wily's capsule. Damage it in the mouth and it will charge towards you. Don't damage it in the mouth and it will be fine. Wily Capsule 2 will vanish soon after firing off an energy ball, making it hard to damage. Don't you have a weapon that pursues enemies? ... question mark? Except I added the 2 dots. I guess you can read all this before you play the game, so... Like, if you want to, you can get this kind of information up front. Gravity Man. He can control gravity, albeit with a limited range. Attack him when you fly past each other. Wave Man, a robot made to control sources of drinking water. It's tough to dodge his jump attack after avoiding water column. Stone Man, made to control a mountain from which the hanging gardens could be attacked. What? Stone Man, made to control a mountain from which the hanging gardens could be attacked. He can't be damaged when he's falling apart, because when he's falling apart, obviously he's already defeated. Gyro Man. Dr. Wily's limited budget is what forced him to have a propeller. He will cowardly hide himself in the clouds. Cowardly hide himself? But if you have the weapon that plays on his weakness, he'll go down quickly. Starman, a robot who manages the satellite base. You can only damage him when his barrier is down. Chargeman, disguised as an old steam train. Isn't it annoying how you can only damage him when he's walking around? I agree, game. The game is telling you how annoying it is. Napalm Man, a robot who protects Dr. Wily's secret munitions factory. The explosive range of his napalm bombs isn't as wide as it appears to be, so don't worry and just dodge. The description's just like, don't be a puss, this enemy's easy. Crystal Man, a robot made up of crystals. His crystal eye is hard to dodge, so take him down quickly with the weapon that plays on his weakness. And that takes us to Apache Joe. So now we can check the museum. We got Apache Joe. I could swear we've already seen this. Oh, Baby Metal's got a little pacifier, which is completely impossible for you to see while playing the game because they're so small. There's some art of Beat. There's more Big Pets. I really don't know that some of these are any different from the ones we just saw. Charge Kick is obviously a new awesome graphic here. Crystal Eye, not really that cool looking, to be honest with you. The various Dark Men. Dr. Light, handsome fella. Dr. Wily, cruel and evil. Gravity Hold, really not that impressive looking a weapon in this action shot. Don't know how you would make it look impressive, but they didn't manage it. Heroes Art. Screw you, Proto Man. You think you're so cool. Try actually defeating Dr. Wily and his robots for a change. Jet Bomb. Just real anger I got towards Proto Man, obviously. Mega Man doing his sweet pose. I guess these are different pictures of the Metals, maybe. The Mizizzle. I think the mouse was looking slightly different before. I don't know. Napalm Bomb. It just kind of floats around in front of you. New Rush Coil. It's shittier than old Rush Coil. New Shield Attacker. Here's the packaging USA. Or Gravity Man was the only boss we could possibly care about. They knew where their bread was buttered. They knew what American kids liked, and the American kids liked Gravity Man. Power Muscler. Power Stone. It just looks like such an idiot. Various Puka enemies. Star Crash. Starman. Getting close to the end here now. Riding on Super Arrow. It really doesn't look that stable, does it? Super Mega Buster. Susie G. The gangsta of the Susie family. The Twin Cannon. The V. The Water Wave. Doesn't even look like you could possibly have fired that wave, man. Wily Capsule. It's kind of a bit lazy with the Dr. Wily. It's like the same Dr. Wily, exact same Dr. Wily expression on his face in all these different machines. Ooh, the character files. I'm gonna get the true inside scoop on Beat. Cycling through, not a whole lot to see here. I guess I can select and see what they're saying about these different colors at the top. You would think that like Napalm Man would shoot something out of those cool shoulder-mounted thingy-majiggers, but no. God, Rush doesn't look like he's enjoying his life as a new coil at all. Gyro Man stage. Oh, we got concept art here. Proto Man's castle. I don't know why it has a B there. Oh, because in like Japan, I guess he's blues. Rockman or Mega Man's Rockman, Roll is Roll. Proto Man is like blues, and then they have bass and treble. It's all really clever. Man, Wave Man stage doesn't look anything like that. What the hell, game? And Wily's castle is. Yeah. Boss submission contest at Japan. Oh, you could. It's like, you got some word that we can add the word man after? Send it to us. We're out of ideas, kids. And a fan club poster. We could be a fan of Gutsman. Or, I guess that's Toadman. Dr. Cossack is driving a Wily machine with Starman looking over his shoulder. Starman's actually like got a hand on Dr. Cossack's shoulder, like, hey man, you got this. I don't know why Dr. Cossack and Starman are so tight, but they're apparently buddy-buddy. And look at that Fry guy from Super Mario Bros. 2 has snuck in. Mega Man also had its own flying flame enemies with goofy eyeballs. Quickman's hanging out. I don't know why I'm suddenly like playing Where's Waldo only with Proto Man. I'm trying to find Proto Man in this picture. Oh, look what Kalinka is riding on Rush. That's adorable. Totes adorbs. There's Proto Man. He is on the... He and Mega Man are both riding on the hands of Dr. Wily's dragon. And there you go, folks. I think I'm well and truly out of things to do with this game. So, again, I'm still not quite sure why I didn't get credit for clearing Mega Man 2. But, I definitely got credit for clearing Mega Man 5. In the sloppiest, most E-tank abusing, grinding for extra lives way possible. But it's done. It is behind us. And all that remains now of the classic Mega Man series for the NES, all we've got left is Mega Man 6. Will I jump on that right away? Will I make you wait like 2 years before I may play Mega Man 6? It remains to be seen. But I do not remember it very well, other than remembering it was harder than Mega Man 5, which I had moments of struggle with Mega Man 5. I mean, the Proto Man stage 2 was the worst. That was my answer to Ring Man stage from Mega Man 4 for this LP. But yeah, I'm sure at some point I will play this game, Mega Man 6. Unless I don't. We will see. Catch you guys in the next adventure.